going everyone? So I'm down in the Coromandel Peninsula this time, meeting up with a lot of old good mates that I used to do some kinner diving with. So we're going to head out, do some diving. We've got Dwayne, who you might have seen from South of Spearos, Toddy, kind of the whole herb family here, and we're just going to send it, find some big fish, see what we can do. Pretty excited. So it's been about 6 years since I've been on this boat. I was on it for a long time, collecting a lot of sea urchins, but now we're going out for a bit of fun. Can't wait. Here's a bit of a background for you. So years ago, I used to be a commercial freediver for the Herbs, and I used to help dive for sea urchins for them 2 to 3 times a week. So I've spent a lot of time on this boat and with these guys, and I must admit, to spend Christmas with them and then go out on Boxing Day for a dive to shoot some fish instead of collect some sea urchins, now that's an opportunity I can't miss. We head out into the Coromandel and all the islands around there, and it can't help but feel like my old stomping grounds. However, this time, instead of a ducker and a kit in hand, I have a spear gun. And I'm looking forward to diving with Blake and Dwayne and his son to see what's out there and to learn as much as I can. We start the day off trying to target boarfish. So we're hunting weed lines around the 18 to 20 meter mark. Hopefully this is where they'll be. They like the sandy edges with the bit of weeds coming up. However, we even get a glimpse of some inquisitive kingfish coming in. Me and Blake buddy up so we can go further out on the point, carrying along the weed edge to do some deeper dives and longer dives in the hope that these kingfish are inquisitive enough to come in for a look. However, we wait and we wait. The viz is a little bit milky, making it quite hard to see what is out in the distance. We try every little trick in the book. I've managed to bring kingfish in before just by throwing some sand up in the air or doing a few grunts, but nothing wants to come in. It's looking like these kingfish might be a bust. Thinking to move spot, we start making our way back to the boat, where we bump into Dwayne and Eli, diving again on this weed line. But instead of shooting anything, they're managing to find some pack horse crays. Dwayne is down there for what seems like years and years, and he comes back with handfuls of big pack horse crays. These are the first time I've ever seen pack horse. I've seen all the red crays before, but I've never actually got my eyes on. More importantly, I've never got my hands on a pack horse cray before. With no bag, Dwayne just hitches them onto the rope and I head down for a look. Unfortunately, my camera died on my head, so you didn't see the chase, but I got my first ever pack horse cray, and I was over the moon. But with our limit of pack horse and a nice little red cray, we get them in the esky and we head off for the search of some bigger fish. Straight away, it was a lot more fishy. Before we even got in the water, there was bird life everywhere. My first drop, I got to the bottom and I got surrounded by kahawai. This is a great sign because this is what kingfish will be chasing.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting up to the stars tonight. We wanna go.
It takes a bit of time, but you need to search for the bait in order to find the bigger fish chasing them. And when I seen this, I got myself ready because I was sure something big was going to be coming behind them. Unfortunately, maybe I just didn't wait long enough, but I didn't see anything come behind them. But this is a good sign. Eventually, me and Blake find a nice little spot to sit where we got a few glimpses of some kingies. Blake is down there already, so I decided to go and join him. There's nothing better than getting down there with your mate and seeing who can wait the longest to shoot a fish. I start to hear Blake grunting, and then he starts moving forward with his gun out in front of him. This can only mean one thing, so I get myself ready. He gets closer and closer and moves in and takes a shot, but unfortunately he fell short and he didn't get the kingfish. But being able to have a shot means we're getting closer and closer. With plenty fish about and a few sightings of some nice snapper, we decide to shoot some bait fish and burley them up. Now this is sure to get some fish in. I've seen it before and I've done it before, but at this time of year there's something else that is out there hunting. Eli takes the first dive to see if there's anything down there, but something follows him straight back up. Fair to say it's a bit bigger than a kingfish. I've done a few dives with sharks, but I've never seen one come up as quick as this. It came straight up to Eli and I dived as hard as I could into it to get a spear into it to deter it. You can see how hard I hit it and how hard it was coming up by the bend in my spear. From this point on, it only gets worse. Eli manages to get back to the boat, but me and Blake are left out there having a look to see if we can get a shot at the snapper that are following this shark in. But this shark was amped up. He was swimming all about us, there was bait fish under us, he even ate a jellyfish. This guy had something up his sleeve. With all the commotion going on, we start to see a few glimpses of some snapper below, having a go at the bait, but also all amped up on the shark's activity. Unfortunately, I forget to press record in the chaos, and I get down and I manage to get a shot on a big snapper.
That's as big as ever fucking snapper.
So I've got my new PB snapper. We were actually chumming up to try and get some kingies in, but we just kept getting harassed by sharks. And this bad boy came in, so I got a spear into him and basically just made it straight for the boat because the sharks were coming at us. But I'm pretty chuffed with that. We've had a few dives but not gone to anything else, so we're going to chill on the boat for a bit, I think. We have a break from the sharks, we have some more hydration, and we head off to another spot. Not too far away, but somewhere where the tide is pumping a bit more, there's a bit clearer water, and there are signs of life everywhere. One of my favourite things to see is blue mau everywhere. And when you start to see them in these numbers, you know that something must be going on. I do a few dives in amongst the school just to see if there's anything kicking about, and then a huge school of koru come by, and as I get back to the surface, I see some kingfish. I'm not going to miss this opportunity. Unfortunately, I'm just short of stoning it and it's in the back of the head. I've hurt it pretty bad, but that doesn't mean this fish isn't going to put up a fight. One thing to remember when you're fighting a fish like this is to swim away from your gun or swim upstream so your reel line goes out the back of you. This is important because it doesn't take long for this line to get wrapped around your feet, your hands, your GoPro mask. It can turn into a complete nightmare, even with a smaller sized fish. Just as I start to gain control of this fish and all the blood in the water, I get a few glimpses of the bronzies coming into the activity. So I manage to get my hand in the gills and just get the fish on the boat. Whilst I'm hunting kingfish and getting taken for a run, Blake is back on the weed lines, hunting for the elusive boarfish. He has been after one of these for a good while. Eventually, his persistence pays off, and I meet up with him as he comes to surface with this beautiful looking boarfish. This is definitely a dream fish for me, but I've just not managed to get my hands on one yet. It's not about the size, it's about the journey to get there, and these things are pretty cool to hunt. But I guess that means another trip back to New Zealand. With the wind picking up and it being such a long day out at sea, we make our way back ashore. After all, it's Boxing Day, so it's probably beer time. And with the props sufficiently cleaned by Eli, we get to prepping the fish because tonight we're going to have a bit of a cook-up. Unfortunately, it's time to enjoy Boxing Day and I'm taking my hands away from the cameras and going to enjoy it all. As always guys, stay tuned because I'm going to get back out there and I meet up with the Chase and Gather guys and we head to one of my favourite locations, the Mokes, a small set of islands to the far east of New Zealand. This place is notorious. Big tides, big currents, lots of fish and some monsters cruising about. There's even been tuna and marlin seen there this year. The only thing against us is the weather, but that doesn't stop us getting enough fish for a feed and enjoying the waters around us. Thanks for watching guys, give me a comment or a like and subscribe, it goes a long way, and I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to get out there yourself, give it a go and just live life to the full.